So now let's dwell more on the concept of ideation. In the last video, I spoke about the concept of ideation, how to create an idea. Now I will exactly go through the process I followed while writing down my first book, Together with You Forever. Now this book was set against the backdrop of the Mumbai floods, and the Mumbai floods were there on 26th of July 2005 because of global warming. So we experienced this global warming many times, and flooding has happened ever since then in Madras and many other places, and we know that this has now become a common feature. There have been tornadoes, there have been many other things, there have been many things which are which we call catastrophes. They do start happening all because of this global warming. And I got this idea whilst I was in Singapore. So how did I dwell upon this book? I'll do some readings on this. On 26th of July 2005, 6 p.m., it was a bright day in Singapore. The weather appeared changeable, cloudy and clear. The air was balmy. The tiny city and cosmopolitan country showed no signs of bad weather on this day. The natural beauty of the skies was missing, although not many birds were flying in the skies. Southeast Asia's burgeoning high technology based hub, Singapore, an ultra modern city, town, and country with its dynamic market driven economy, spoke for itself volumes about its great governance, the quality consciousness, and the strength of a virtual, non corrupt, egalitarian society which respected many cultures, compounding Europe, China, Malaya, India, and others, including Eurasia. The high level of discipline demonstrated by the Singaporeans goes well to speak highly about this advanced city. अभी इतना भी लिखने के लिए you need some kind of impression that has got accumulated within you. When I saw Singapore for the first time, I had never gone to any foreign country. This is the only country which I went for the first time. And when I went to this country, I found that there was something about which I was greatly fascinated. In India also, when we go to various places, we get fascinated by so many places, and this is how we clearly come and pen down these thoughts somewhere on paper, so that this is what I say is the reference point to an ideation. Now what is the reference point here? The reference point is very clearly, it has been Singapore. So I brought the plot right from Singapore and brought to Mumbai, where there were rains. So this is what I meant by ideation, and this fifth video I just wanted to demonstrate or give a little brief idea about how I ideated and how it came out. Now I have not read the prologue of this, which is thesis, but I definitely read the main first chapter, a little bit of the first chapter, so that you come to know how an idea gets crystallized, how we put it on paper, and in what way it really comes out so very effectively and nicely. So these are the methods being adopted by many different writers. I mean, I am not the only one, I would say, that who use such kind of methods, but many writers may have their own methods. They create their own sheets, they create their own Excel papers on which they keep on writing many things, and this is again the process of craft. So but main thing is the idea. The idea struck me the moment I saw the beautiful place. When I saw the beautiful place, I found that there are many things which I can pick up about it, and I started researching. So research is another aspect which now comes in the play. After ideating, immediately what happens is, the moment is something crystallized and comes into an idea, you must start doing research on that, because research is again a very elemental aspect of the writing process. If you are not going to research, you are not going to write anything. And to write, you must definitely research. You must put a lot of effort into your whatever you're going to bring out. You may not write. You may write about 200, 300, 500 words, or say 1000 words max to max. In a day, you may write 500 words. And of course, it's also a discipline. You got to sit every day, at the time, if possible. If not, see, my way was not like that. I did not write at a very specific time, but I wrote almost always at night. Now this many people cannot do, because I am a night owl. So normally I do my writings at night. but I disturbed everybody at night because I have this habit of reading my own thing again and again and writing those things again and again, and reading those things again and again. So this was my style. Each person will be different. Some start very early in the morning at 5 o'clock, some start at 9 o'clock, and go through 3-4 hours of writing, then they take a break, then again they go on and go ahead and write. So these are some of the ideas, and I thought that in this video I would try to exactly tell you what I thought, and how I wrote, and how it happened, and how it crystallized, and how I wrote my first book. I mean, I am not some master player in this, but then I have understood some basic ideas about how basic methods by which you can make ideas crystallize, and they come on paper, and then later on you can do whatever you want. You can change it, you can put into new methods, or you can turn the story upside down. But most important is to begin. First, very important thing about writing is to begin writing. Unless you write, you will not be able to write more, and you will not be reading, because reading again rubs on somebody else's psyche. Not that you are copying that thing, that is plagiarism. You cannot do that, but then you got to write. At least every day you must write little by little, and those ideas will as those ideas flow into your as you think, so more ideas will come. अब हम लोग ने देखा है ना कि जब हम एक चीज़ के बारे में सोचते हैं तो दूसरा पॉपअप हो जाता है, तो अमूमन सेकंड थिंग्स गेट पॉप्ड अप, तो हम वो आइडिया को डेवलप करते हैं. सी दीज आर द इम्पॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट्स दैट वी हैव मैनी टेंटिकल्स इन द ब्रेन, एंड वी ट्राई टू टच अपॉन दोज एस्पेक्ट्स more and more, and as we dwell more, we touch upon more and more onto those aspects. So that is what I want to tell you. So this is the video which I wanted to make, and I have now tried to actually demonstrate how I began and what I used in my very first book. Okay, so in the next video I will dwell more and more, deeper and deeper about the writing process. A short story is different, a novel is different, there are so many things. There is flash fiction, there is so many things that we will develop on it as we go further in the next video. So these are the basic things which I wanted to say, and these are the first few videos which I have begun. एंड मुझे इतना अच्छा ज्ञान भी नहीं है इसके बारे में वीडियो बनाने का, लेकिन मैं जैसे भी जमता है वैसे मैं बनाते जाता हूँ, सो दैट पीपल विल बेनिफिट आउट ऑफ दिस. परहैप्स दे विल स्टार्ट द प्रोसेस ऑफ राइटिंग. देयर आर मेनी राइटर्स हु हैव कम ऑन सीन, and I am being seeing that more and more writers are pouring because of the self-publishing companies that are coming in. My time there was and you have to fail for many times to while giving it to a traditional publisher. So those are the publishing aspects. But what important aspect is about the first thing to create your manuscript. Now it may be a short story or it may be a manuscript of writing. I am here into the process of explaining the manuscript process. So you can apply the same principles to short stories, which is even more difficult, I would consider it. Okay, so दूसरा वीडियो में next video will deal upon more in detail. Thank you very much.